Alright, budget homestead number 2. It's just a continuation of the last one. So I think I left some shit out. Forgot some shit about to talk about. So anyway, what our plan is, instead of jumping into building a place to live, there's something here and that, we got the bus, so we'll live in that. What we're gonna focus on is trying to get some of the food going, gardens, chickens, stuff like that, clearing the land and getting forward with some kind of food, growing. That's important to us. So I think we'll go forward with that, and then after something gets going, and then focus on building a house and shit like that. But for now, we'll just be living in the bus. Another thing, on this particular on this piece of property, there is power here that the original owner ran in about 1980, somewhere in there, 82, which today it would fucking cost you a fucking big time to run it as far as he did. He ran it, over 400 feet from the road. So we're living off that. We have the power source here. Eventually we will be, hopefully 100% off-grid solar. I've been shopping for some solar off-grid systems, and you do the worksheet or how much load you're going to think you're going to have, and then they kind of size it, and they just send you the panels and all the shit, and then you install it, which is really cool. But a lot of places I've been finding out, like, it's hard to really get a hold of them all the time, and if you're going to spend that much and buy a system, fuck, man. If you have technical questions, you want someone to call you back, so we're kind of still looking into that. I'm thinking maybe first build the, the holders for the panels, and just start, as I can go, buy one panel as we go, and then build a system from there. So, so that's what we're going to be looking into. Some of the books that kind of led us to here that I did before we did this this whole adventure was, I have them here, but is the John Seymour Self-Sufficient Life and How to Live It, and this is a really cool fucking book. There's a lot of shit in here, man, and this guy actually lived this lifestyle for years. I mean, you talk about freedom, man. I mean, to be 100% sustainable is pretty fucking bitchin', That's our ultimate goal. We'll see how it goes. It's definitely a long ways to get there. So that's a really great fucking book to read. Raising chickens. I mean, there's a lot of them. This is just ones I picked up because the price was right. Small scale farming. This is pretty cool. It has like a breakdown of all the animals from rabbits up to cattle. It kind of does it on a larger scale than the self-sufficient self-supporter homesteader, but it's good. I really dig their email and their publications, the Mother Earth News. Man, they got some really cool shit. But on one of their mags they put out more recently had someone featured in the fucking White House, where I don't really think I don't know, they shouldn't have put that in, because those people in the White House have no fucking concept of reality, and of basically forgot the people, who voted for them and are owned by big businesses. But so that was kind of a letdown. But other than that, they have good shit. How to build animal housing. It's got some really good stuff in here. But I like to have some books to learn from them, and of course the internet, And we do have internet here, and that's one way we got it, was pointing a thing up into the sky and getting it. We're pretty far out. We're about an hour and it's an hour and 10 for the kids to go to school, an hour for any to the town, which was good. What was the compromise? It's definitely not the Alaskan homestead wilderness adventure. Maybe next time after we learn this one, we can try that. But it's definitely out there, and it's definitely in the boonies compared to where we were living. Anyway, I think so anyway, that's where we're headed with that. It's fucking cold here today, man. let's see. Oh, surveying the land. I got a local guy, and I worked with him, so he cut me a good deal. Smoke, got a fire going, coming in my face. Always follows you. Anyway, I worked with him because the property, you know, is large. You don't really know where it ends and where it starts. So working with the survey was cool. I learned a lot from him. You know, I was just kind of the dummy guy holding the stick. The smoke's falling. You go over there. And so anyway, that was really cool. You know, so I figured out where the boundaries are and where it ends. You know, because if you're putting up fences or any kind of building, you know, you don't want to intrude on someone else's land and then have to go back and tear it down or something. You know, even though, you know, your neighbors are far away, it's good to know. So that was cool. And the realtor too was super cool. She's been in the fucking area for 35 years. So she knew it. I mean, that's really fucking, that's a plus on the plus side, you know, someone who, you know, knows the area. Let's see, so yeah, anyway, I think just some of the stuff I didn't cover in the last one I needed to touch on. So that's what we're just going to go forward for is, you know, farming the land and then get into building. So, fuck, we'll see how it goes. All right.